Hello, everybody.
We have sound.
Great. That's always the checkup now.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Scattered Sagas, our Howling Mists campaign, which is our take on the very famous, very beloved Curse of Strahd campaign. I am Simao. I am your dungeon master. I will be playing all of the NPCs. I have ran the campaign. This is my third time running Curse of Strahd, and this is running for players who have never played or watched or seen anything about Curse of Strahd. So that's a lot of fun. Let's go around the room, as it were, and say who we are, what we're playing.
Hello, I am Stick and I play Keys, which is our resident fighter, which for the first time in the start of a campaign finally has some decent 8 points. Was about time.
I'm Odrada and I play Rika, the ranger who got concussed last time.
We got concussed. And my name is Afonso. I am playing Vrana, the PR wizard.
Yes. So, when we last left off our band of adventurers, you had a card reading from Madame Eva about some places you might need to go to, some items you might need to retrieve, some people you might need to meet, and you had continuation of the conversation with her. She gave you a little bit more information about the land, a little bit more information about people that you might want to talk to, locales you might want to visit, and you then proceeded to explore the camp, the Tsepul encampment, in hopes of finding this this item that was apparently necessary from the card readings, and was located in the Vistani camp, which apparently some Vistani had grabbed it, perhaps unknowingly, or perhaps because the fates ordained it so. You found it. It was an item in the shape of a sun with a ruby at the center, and Vrana spent some time trying to figure out what it was. In the meantime, became attuned to it and discovered that it is something called the holy symbol of Ravenkind, and possesses abilities that are perhaps very useful against certain types of enemies, and specifically vampires and undead. And in doing
our
so,
teammates.
and in doing so, this is the thing that we didn't do last time, but we've since done between sessions. You have leveled up to level 4 because you have found your first item from the card readings, and there was some demonstrations of the power of this item, namely casting a sunlight spell literally towards a drow who has sunlight hypersensitivity, and a fighter who was very much drunk. So there was all kinds of chaos. Things got thrown, hit Rika in the head. She got kind of concussed, and eventually you all slept. Eventually, the next morning, you all set off with Irina and with Ismark, and you arrived at sort of a replica of the gates that you've encountered upon your first arrival on the land. And waiting there was Strahd von Zarovich himself, who called a number of wolves or direwolves, I should say, to kind of deal with the party, whilst he tried to convince Irina to come with him. Irina was able to resist the charm ability from Strahd in a insane nat 20 roll, and so she didn't go with you, but the combat was very one-sided, and the result of which it kind of resulted in Ismark going down, nearly dying, and Strahd, after a couple of rounds, decided, was entertained and called off the wolves and disappeared through the woods, leaving you bloodied, hurt, and in the middle of the Svalich Woods. As you kind of gather yourselves, you notice also the gates start to open, and the black carriage that was located there sets off to the east by itself. So, with that in mind, what would we like to do?
Is Vrana still flying? Because, like, he popped out wings for the first time.
This is also true. That's
Mhm.
something that happened.
Yeah.
Still flying.
Vrana currently is flying. He's a bit backed away. He went in to heal Ismark and then backed away to give Irina some space and some kind of give them a moment as well. But yeah, still flying, but close to the ground.
Mm. Like, Keith is still invisible, but like, you hear some very loud, very pissed off steps on the ground, and you can see the footsteps in the mud that approach under Vrana as Keith grabs him by the ankle and slams him down. And like puts a foot on his chest and keeps it down on the floor, and he's still invisible, I suppose. And he gets really close to Vrana's face and goes like, give me one good reason why I shouldn't kick your face in right now. One good reason. You wasted a very powerful magic item on a drow allergic to the sun and my fucking drunk ass, and you didn't actually use it when it mattered. Give me one fucking reason.
I don't know.
That is not a good reason.
I'm sorry. I mean, did you look at him? What do you think that he was going to do? Let us keep whatever's making sunlight for the first time in 300 years around here? The one thing that he hates?
Do you know why he went away without actually killing all of us? Because he was fucking entertained. The sun, he would come back and kill us, whether or not he knew about the necklace, because he wants Irina. At least with the necklace, we could have, I don't know, slowed him down, immobilized him, hurt him a little bit, and allowed ourselves to run away before Ismark fucking beat the dirt. No, you used it on Rika and myself. The very first night you got the item.
You're right.
I need
You're
you
right.
to take this fucking place we're in seriously, Vrana. Because I don't know if you're taking it seriously.
At this point, I'll say like about a minute has passed since he casted, and you'll see that the wings start like disappearing, and the whole like a lot of like very golden like feathers start crumbling to the floor and almost dissolving into dust. And also like the kind of crowish mask that he has around his face as well starts dissolving 2. And I guess you can see that in his eyes. He is. Yeah, you're quite insightful. I'd say that you would be able to see that he's just scared mostly. But yeah, but I'd say there's almost this image of the feathers or the wings now turned into dust on the ground, but like with the same shape. And what Vrana will do is he'll take off the necklace, put it on the ground next to him, and he'll say, "You're right. Maybe I'm not taking this as seriously as I should. To be perfectly honest, I don't know how to. Maybe you should take this."
No. No. Vrana, you know what you're doing? You're running from your fucking responsibilities. You keep the necklace and you learn how and when to use it. You don't give the necklace to somebody else. You fucked up. It's your responsibility now. But you need to learn. You're not going to survive here if you keep giving responsibilities away to everyone else. Right? I get it. It's the first time you got in so much shit. I get it. I need you to work a little bit harder. All right?
I'll do what I can.
Rika's gonna come close after sheathing her weapons, and she's gonna put a hand on Kiss's shoulder and slowly try to nudge him aside a little bit. And then go, loath as I am to admit it, Vrana does have a point in not showing our hand immediately as soon as we have it. Though Vrana, Kiss is also kind of right that sometimes you do have to use it, but listen, Kiss, I don't think negative reinforcement right now is gonna make him get better. Not
Okay.
right now.
We keep saving our hand. We keep saving our hand. And then we die before we have the chance to use our hand. What's the point?
Only one of us was bleeding profusely. I'm
Two
just,
of us.
well, almost.
One
Not
almost
quite.
died. I was almost there. I guess kind of already am. I went closer.
I did what I could. Saved who I could save when I could save him. I'm not an adventurer, you know that. The way I see things is mostly how I would see business. And when you're doing business, you don't show everything you've got all at once, especially when you know you're going to lose. This is what I learned. This is how I act. Maybe adventuring, maybe you're right. Maybe adventuring, that's not how you do things. Maybe you try and survive as hard as you can. But I don't know. I don't know this guy. I know he would most likely have killed all of us if he wanted to, with or without sunlight. Saying
Listen,
that, I'm glad that he doesn't know that we have sunlight now.
If he doesn't know. If he doesn't know already that the necklace is in the ward and somebody has it. If he doesn't
If-
just leave it out because he thinks it's funny.
Yeah. If he doesn't know.
I feel like we need to trudge with the theory that he already knows most things. That is my feeling. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna go punch something. At least I'm not invisible anymore. This is annoying.
Pessimism isn't a sport, you know.
Is it pessimism or is it realism?
That's what pessimists would say.
Mm-hmm.
And then she reaches out a hand to Vrana to get him up with a bit of an eye roll, but
He takes it, yeah? Thank you, Rika. Even though I'm not sure that I need or deserve the sympathy right now, I'm glad that there's at least a bit of a midpoint right now.
listen, I'm used to taking care of kids. I'm not used to taking care of kids this old. I'm just saying maybe intervene before someone hits the floor. That's all.
Well, apparently I can fly now, so
Yeah, which
whenever I
is
need to run from Kiss, that's a thing that I can do, I guess.
yeah, maybe save it for enemies and ask
Oh,
someone
yeah.
to stand in between when kids does something.
Oh, yeah. Hoping.
Rika,
Mhm.
roll me either a nature check or an arcana check.
Sorry, where are my dice? Where the fuck?
I don't know. Where are your dice?
I've got them. I cleaned my desk. Nature or Arcana, right?
Yeah, your choice.
Okay. That's a 7.
That's a. What was the roll? Sorry.
A 7.
In.
Nature.
You've never seen a human spit out wings, but he's a wizard. He casts some sort of spell.
Yeah. Weird as that was. I assume there's more you're not telling us anyway, so keep it to yourself, I
What am I
suppose.
not? What would I have to hide? I really have no idea.
Well,
mean-
that makes it a mystery for both you and all of us, which I don't know if is in our advantage, but
Uh, yeah. I mean, that's the first time it happened. I don't know. As I've explained before, I just thought I really don't want to be near any of this.
oh my
I-
god, you manifested a new way of running.
Yeah. It seems so.
That's
Of flying, it seems.
channel some of that energy my way if you can. Because maybe next time I'll be the one to piss off kids.
Do you want me to try?
I mean, I'm used to heights, but I also want you to save the weird magic-y stuff for battle.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. Think about saving, and at this point, not about saving. Talking about saving, and at this point, I'll look at Ismark How are they doing, or what are they doing?
How are they doing, or what are they doing? What's the question?
Like how? I mean, kind of both at a distance.
Roll me a medicine check.
Oh no! Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that was not the not medically, but like like what are Ismark and Irina doing, kind of ish.
I see.
No,
I
I
see.
don't pretend to know what's going on with him.
Legions, gaping
No.
wounds, death.
Yeah, like he was dying. I know. I know.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Ismark is so you have a look, and kind of Ismark and Irina are sort of like they're not completely sort of like removed from this conversation, but you get the sense that they're kind of just giving the space for the party to kind of sort itself out first.
Yeah.
Ismark looks bad. He looks in a bad spot. There is like gaping cuts across his left shoulder and side. His he wears. Well, you can see now that he wears sort of this doublet kind of clothing, very kind of noble, but that is like just the left side is completely torn. And you do see that there is chainmail underneath, but the piercing nature of the bites from the direwolves just like wrecked the chainmail. I suppose Vrana, you wouldn't know, but Rika, you can roll me a straight up intelligence check. What are your tool proficiencies?
My tool proficiencies.
If any.
That is a good question. Hold on.
It sounds a lot.
A disguise.
Strangely,
I can
yeah.
use a disguise kit and a drum.
None of those apply for this roll. So just a straight up intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
There you go.
Hey, very cool. Here, your knowledge of armor and how it works lets you have one look at that chainmail, and you get the sense that the integrity of the whole piece is compromised. In game terms, his chainmail has less 2 AC currently.
We need to find him a new armor.
Yeah. Rika's gonna stride up to him and start like touching the chainmail and then going, "This is fucking worthless."
Yes, it didn't do very well. I thought it was going to do a lot better. I thought I was going to do a lot better. You all seem to fare well.
That's a matter of opinion. But the first round, you did the most. You took the punches, for sure.
Yes, I suppose I just need to know how to conserve my energy. Turns towards you, Vrana, says, thank you. You were the first one I saw when I woke up, so I can only assume that you're the one I have to thank for still being here.
You don't have to thank me, really. I was very unsure on what to do at that point, and the only thing that I kind of had a sense that I really wanted to happen was one of us not dying. So that's what I did. But really, it was your sister that got him on his way.
Ismark looks at Irina. Everyone roll me an insight check.
Yeah, the one thing I'm very
Mm.
good at. Yeah,
19.
a natural one.
Oh no, the one thing I'm very good at.
22.
22.
He's come back with a like bruised knuckles because he punched the
Nice.
tree to drop invisibility.
Nice.
Oh, he's that kind of problematic. Okay.
Yeah. He doesn't have a soul. What do you expect? Hey, at least he
Um,
punches things and not people.
For now.
Irina, so I guess, what did you roll, Rika? 19.
19.
Cool. So the both of you will notice this. Ismark kind of talks to Irina, and there is this like weird moment where Irina is just kind of like looking like she's looking towards you, but she's kind of like looking past you. She's full on phasing out. In here, she's full on phased out. And then Ismark kind of talks to her, and there's like a beat, and she blinks and looks to the side, looks towards Ismark, and says, "Oh, yes, I managed to get the help from the voice, and he talked to me. Strahd, that is, not the voice. And I felt, and her hand kind of like instinctively goes to the left side of her neck. I felt like I wanted to go with him. Saw his eyes, those burning eyes again. But then I didn't want to. Strange feeling.
You did very well. You really did.
Thank you.
And
Does
No,
Rika know if vampires have that ability or?
Roll me a nature check with advantage.
Okay.
Your favorite enemy is undead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nature check with advantage, please.
would I have? No,
16.
Sorry, say that again.
16.
No, sorry.
Run. Go. Okay. 16. And Rana, you want to skip that question? Or go past that question? Or?
No. Thinking out loud.
Great. Rika, yes. Some, vampires, full vampires, you do know they have this. It's kind of described through like people as this sort of unnatural charisma, and they are able to compose people into obeying their desires. It is, you roll a 16, above 15. They very very kind of loosely use that ability. It is said that they use that ability in order to get authorization to come past the thresholds. So they are able to convince people into inviting them in, which is one of those weaknesses that you know of from previous roles. But yeah, they are able to compel people into obeying certain rules. With a 16, you don't quite know the extent of it, but the information you have is that in this case, he was trying to get Irina to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know we're very kind of beaten up, but I'd say not stop now. I don't know. Let's try and get as far away from this place as we possibly can. I don't know if we'll make it today where we need to, but maybe try and get a bit of distance even before we maybe let you rest for a while.
Yeah, let's think positive for like 5 minutes, and then she turns to Kiz and winks. And let's get to Vallaki as soon as we can.
Ismark, you can stay on the horse if you're too hurt to walk.
Thank you. It would probably be best. Although Ismark's going to use his second wind ability if we are going to walk.
Yeah.
Because he can do that.
Are those regained on a short rest?
Short
Or-
rest.
They
Yep.
are, yes.
Yeah, there you go. So you can
Ismark-
walk a bit and get a short rest.
Ismark the Lesser rolls a 1.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
My boy Ismark is not having a great campaign.
Hey, maybe it's gonna come in clutch for
Hey, you never
later
know.
on. Maybe it's gonna be
You
the
never know.
MVP.
Never know.
Great. So, are we walking then?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So let's move us to the map.
Zamap.
So we are here. What speed, team?
We can we still apply the same rule that we did of like being able to go fast?
I'm going to defer here to our horse specialist on that matter.
Depends on if you want Ismark to fall apart.
All right. Yeah, then maybe let's go normal. There you go.
Roger that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One of you roll me d20, please.
Was it my turn?
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
I think it was, yeah.
That's a 6.
6, great. You walk for another hour. So that's now on hour 3 of your journey. It is uneventful. There is nothing but the howling of wolves in the distance, the very, very faint sound of water running through the south. Apart from that, you're entering a much more kind of mountainous area. You're like walking through this valley, and there are some trees of the woods that kind of like cover some of the mountain, but you can also see that it's becoming a little bit sparse, particularly to the north side. But yes. Irina during this hour is going to go up to
Roll for social interaction.
roll for social interaction. She's going to go up to yes. And she kind of spends this hour walking alongside you. And during that hour, she's like, how are you doing? How was it seeing him?
Well, considering how seeing a statue of him put me into a panic attack, I was expecting worse. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this says about me, but it was kind of exciting.
This
I-
man really is a field of red flags.
I also don't know what that says about you. But if that's what helps you in battle.
I feel it's just like the adrenaline of knowing I'm about to die at any second. You know, I don't know. It's fucked up.
What about that blade? How does it work? And he kind of spends the rest of the hour just kind of like talking through your double-bladed scimitar.
Mm.
Yeah. Next hour goes by. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will need another D20 roll, please.
Oh no, it's my turn.
Also, that looks like a mill. Are we passing the born grind?
Yeah, I just noticed that as well.
But just hold your horses. We'll get there. We'll get there
that's
when
what
we
we're-
get there. This is why the players can't have maps. It's like, oh, we're going to the thing. It's like, just you don't know
It's
that.
an 18.
What is that? What is that?
18.
What if we scale the mountains instead?
18.
An 18 is fun for me.
Oh no.
Oh.
Why is it always me?
We should have a rest.
Yes, you are on the road, so an 18 is good.
Oh.
Would you please roll a D12 and a D8 for me?
Whoa, okay. All right. So a 7 on the D12
Mm-hmm.
and a 2 on the D8. Oh no.
Okay.
This is for the type of monster and number.
Probably.
So we'll have 7 gargantuan adult red dragons.
Dragons travel
Two
in packs.
legends.
Yeah. As we all know, Tiamats travel in packs of 7.
I mean, is Tiamat a pack by herself, technically? It's 5 dragons in one.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll me D100.
Oh no. So many.
You get all the responsibility.
Oh no.
How many dragons?
Yeah.
70.
How old are they?
How many legendary actions do the dragons have?
Ooh, this is fun. 99.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
God.
so we're dying.
Oh no.
Help.
Yeah. By the way, there's a fabulous homebrew, which is basically like a vortex of Tiamat's Tarasks and chromatic dragons, something along those lines. It's a great homebrew on D&D Beyond. It's so
It's
fun.
like Sharknado, but like with
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
a Sharknado, but of Tiamats and Tarasks and all of that. It's fun.
Great.
Mhm.
You are walking for this hour,
Oh no.
and Ismak came over to you during this hour, Vrana, and he was just having thanking you for essentially saving his life. When all of a sudden you hear a clinking noise on the ground, and Ismak kind of like looks down, and he says, "What's that?" You look down, Veranda, and you see that there is a kind of like vial as it were, with a top that seems to be kind of like circular, but with a hole at its center, and a strange kind of contraption that seems to be some sort of lever at the back of the circle. The bottle has a liquid inside.
But like a perfume bottle or like a grenade?
It is.
I was like, that's a fantasy grenade.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
There's a lever and the
is
ring.
this
It's a grenade, step away.
See, the great thing. This is the thing I love about TTRPGs is that we're both playing the same. We're all playing the same game, but we're
Yeah.
actually none of us are playing the same game. Because I'm describing things, I'm like, I have the information of being like, it is a perfume bottle. So I start describing a perfume bottle, and I see all three of your faces just go, "Is this a grenade?" This is why this is a great game.
Okay.
This is why TTRPGs are the best. It looks like a perfume bottle, yes.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Vrana will pick it up. Why not?
Oh god. No more prestidigitation.
Nope. And he'll obviously smell it immediately.
Wait, what if it's patchouli? Oh, if he wears that, Rika's just gonna quit the party.
It's Axe deodorant spray.
Oh no.
Chocolate.
No.
Yeah, he'll smell it like not puff it necessarily, but like try to grasp what it smells like.
Roll a perception check.
Oh no. I'm the best at those. Perception, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 8.
An 8.
An 8.
You kind of try to smell it. You catch nothing but the scent of the mud, the ground where this bottle was.
Oh, I'll spray it then to try and get a whiff. Obviously, as one would do.
You do see the cloud of liquid being sprayed,
Mm-hmm.
and you sniff it. Doesn't smell of anything. Rika,
Oh no.
what is the worst possible smell
Oh,
that
God.
Rika has ever had
I love it.
in her life?
Oh god. Yeah, I got it. It's gonna be a weird scent, weird mix of sage, like the one they use in churches, mixed with decaying leaves and crushed up snails. You know when kids make soup? That, but then with with sage added to it.
Nice.
Okay. Kid soup.
You, Rika, you suddenly like get war flashbacks of that scent. As you just like look around and you just see that there is this bottle of perfume with that liquid, or with that smell just came from. No one else in the party smells anything from that.
God. Rika's gonna start hacking. She's gonna fucking put that away. Oh my god, that's disgusting.
What do you mean? It smells of nothing.
She looks very worried at you. Is your nose fucking broken?
Rika, it smells of nothing. I mean, I just puffed it once.
Vrana, do we need to handcuff you, or are you gonna ever learn to not touch everything you find in this place.
But what have I done? It was on the ground. Am I not supposed to pick it up?
We're in Barovia. You pick it up, you don't spray it without knowing what it is.
Middle of the mountains. What's the problem with it? We're not in Barovia. Well, in the land of
isn't
Barovia,
it
yeah, but not in
weird?
the village.
Isn't it weird that in the middle of nowhere there's a fucking perfume bottle on the road?
Yeah,
Doesn't
obviously
doesn't
it's
it
weird, but
sound funny to you?
it's
Weird.
obviously weird, but I just
Don't spray it if it's
wings
weird.
just sprouted out of my back. I mean, what's weirder than that? And then they disappeared into dust like 1 minute after that. We just fought a vampire. What's is
What
really
if
a perfume bottle what's bothering you here?
What if it was poison and you died where you stand? That could have been a lesson, actually. I hope you
Yeah,
find
it
a way
would
to
have
do it.
been a blessing, I'd say, given the circumstances. But
No,
it
because the fool would
didn't.
actually be trapped here, so good luck with that.
While you're arguing, Rika is covering her nose and she's not walking through the puff that Rana sprayed. She's going to get off the road and walk in a circle around where he
To
sprayed
the other
it.
side of the road. Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
very mountainous right now? How
It's
mountainous is it right now?
It's pretty steep. It's pretty steep.
Okay.
You guys are you're literally like at the bottom of the valley. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Just
Rika has to like climb a little bit and then come back down.
She's scaling 3 rocks just to not walk
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
Rika,
And we'll
can
keep
you
on.
also
Sorry.
can you also mark up on your character or on your notes that Rika has witnessed 2 madness events?
Okay.
Oh no.
What's the limit? Who knows?
We're gonna have a TPK and it's all gonna be because of
Mhm.
What's this atomic bomb do?
Yeah.
I mean, he basically already has the atom bomb.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He carries around the big red button. So
Cool. Unless there's anything else that you want to play out during this bit.
no, but most likely I'll keep on arguing during the next hour with Kiss.
Right.
Like, can you smell anything? It smells of nothing. I don't
Since
know.
the
what's
smell is
happening.
on you,
I'm not
Rika
the
is gonna
problem.
walk very
Yeah.
far ahead.
I'm not the problem. Rika is. Yeah.
Guess I
Okay.
gatekeep girl boss.
Kiss is actually gonna like confiscate the weird bottle from Brana. He has way too many weird magical items already.
No, my bottle.
You don't need that as well.
But please don't throw it away.
That's my emotional support stink bottle.
No,
It's a grenade if you use it right
It's a
enough.
grenade.
I've only known this bottle for 10 minutes, but if anything happened to it, I'd kill everyone in the room and then myself. Okay, so you continue to walk. 5, 3. As you get there, you see that the road splits into 2. One of the branches continues north. The other one continues to the west, and it's a little bit of an incline. Everyone, roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
Hey, a natural 1 again.
Nice.
This dice is gonna jail. Why are all my dice going to jail?
Yeah, better get a new set.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Great. You see here that the old Svalich Road transitions from being a winding path through the mountains. Almost says something there. To a lazy trail. Oh well, I mean, you've got a map, so you'd know. These are called the Balinok Mountains, where you are. Just so you have a sense of where you are. So the transition from being a winding path through the Balinok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake, its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Do we know if the bone grinder is a windmill? Did we get that information?
I think we
pretty
did.
sure
Yeah.
you do have that information.
Did
Alright.
we get the bone grinder signed on the map though?
Nope.
Not the bone
Yeah.
grinder, no.
No.
You did get the information that was kind of like northwest from the Tse camp.
Yeah. Hey, Rika.
Oh God.
Rika, is that what I think it is?
You know, suddenly I don't think we should go in there anymore. It looks creepy as fuck.
Yeah, it's creepy as shit. Should we go there?
I don't
She
think
she sat still for a minute, but she goes.
Keith barges in between the two of you and goes like, I cannot believe that I'm being the reasonable one here. I don't think we are in the perfect situation to go in a possible hag coven lair.
Yeah, there's the hag shit going
Oh, I
on there.
forgot about that.
Yeah,
We
but we own the place. Can we evict them?
I don't think the hags are really gonna care about a piece of paper.
Ah, fuck. It doesn't work over here, right?
No.
Probably not.
No. Unless it is a very magical piece of paper. But I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't
Imagine
think it
if
is.
it would blast them out. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
You didn't pay rent.
Yeah, I mean, we
you're
can
actually
try-
behind.
We can try and collect all of that. How many years have you been here without paying rent? 34 years. 340
again.
years.
Once again, the Curse of Strahd.
It's capitalism.
We're actually the curse.
That's the
Yeah.
plot twist. The C in Curse stands for capitalism.
Yeah. But should we shouldn't go there, right?
Not yet, at least.
But at some point.
At some point, yeah. Not now.
But the talks would be so interesting.
Not
Imagine talking
now.
to the Fae.
I mean,
I don't think
we all know.
Ismark's going to be like, the Fae?
Yeah, Ismark, don't listen to them. We all know the Fae are not real. Like, it's not a real thing.
Keith completely ignores Vrana and turns towards Ismark. Hags are a type of Fae-ish. You know what Faes are. You don't know what Faes are. I suppose you don't know what Faes are.
Fae are folktale.
Rika's gonna get
Small and wizards are also folktale, depending who you talk
wizards.
to. Vrana.
No, wizards study a lot and they work very hard for what they do. And the Fae are just a story that you tell your children to have them not lie or not
Rika's
give your
gonna
name to strangers, because when you give your name to strangers, if they are Fae, they will take it from you. That's what my parents at least used to tell me, and that's exactly what it is. It's boogeyman. It's nothing.
You know what, Vrana? Leave your cloak and your necklace here and go to the windmill, please.
Eureka's just gonna
What,
ignore
alone?
Kiss and go towards Vrana, and then put like both of her hands on his shoulders, and she's like, "Vrana, please don't
Yeah.
argue with the fucking ranger about creatures."
I'm not arguing because there's no argument there, but okay.
Oh my
Fine.
god! Oh my god!
It's-
I'm in physical
it's
pain.
your-
No.
You are allowed to have your own belief system.
Oh my
It's fine.
Oh my god.
But
Vrana's going to die. Can we just leave him out? We need to use him as bait at this point.
That's why I said.
I just love how
just leave the body here.
systematically unprepared Vrana is for any situation that any other adventurer is like, yeah, this is a thing that we know. It's like,
And yet he refuses to learn.
Vrana is the anti-D&D character, and I love that.
yeah, a very Vrana-esque campaign would be him just like signing paperwork. Like
Vrana's
roll to
literally
get a
someone
perfect-
from the someone from the real world that got pulled into a fantasy world. It's like all these things are just like folktale, right?
Yeah,
And
roll to
everyone's just
avoid-
like, no.
Yeah, like roll to avoid traffic.
Oh dear.
Roll for commute.
So, what are we doing?
So yeah, okay. You'll have your belief system. I'll have mine. It's fine. It's a matter of faith, okay? You do you. I'll do me. We know now that we're not going to the place with a creepy name and an even creepier imagery, right?
No. Now that you've said that, maybe
No,
you should take point.
no. I mean, I kind of want to send him alone ahead without the magic items because we need those.
We need those, but we can stay back and watch the show.
Yeah,
though.
I kind of want to watch what happens. I kind of want to watch him make a very deadly pact with the Fae and see his life getting completely ruined. Kind of want to watch that. I think I
that
need
would be
it.
so entertaining.
Irina
well,
says,
yeah.
why would you want to see your friend get his
Is
life
he a friend
ruined?
at this point?
Yeah, see how they treat me, Irina? They constantly they are constantly doing this to me. Okay, I don't know. I've just had Keese's foot on my chest like 3 hours ago for saving your brother, for Christ's sake.
Okay, listen, I had nothing to do
Whoever
with
that is.
I pushed
So,
him in the water once. Okay, and that was totally reasonable.
Look, okay. Everything's fair. I'm not pushing for us
If
to
you
be
keep
any more
saying-
danger than we need to be. If you say it's dangerous and whoever you believe might be in there is dangerous,
You believe?
that's fine. Okay. Yeah, we were told that there were hags in there. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what. Are those like old people? Is that what?
Vrana, hold on.
Is that a
Just
day center?
Just a second, Vrana. You claim to be a wizard. I
Yes.
suppose you have read a bunch
I-
of books. I hope you have read a bunch of books. How can you be
Oh, yeah, of
so
course.
fucking stupid for someone that should be as smart as you?
I don't know how to answer that. And that's a sign of my humility.
No,
Oh.
that's really not that.
Oh.
Okay.
What?
Maybe I'm not that smart, okay? I'm smart enough to cast spells.
But you don't even know how to cast spell. You're not helping yourself.
Yeah, I don't know how I cast them, but they happen.
Oh.
I do it exactly as the book says I have to do.
Oh god, this is worse.
More
That's
like
what I
the
do.
book does it for you.
I don't think the book does it for me.
You said it the other day that you just think very hard and the book opens at the right page. The book does it for you.
I mean,
You don't know how to
but
cast
I
spells.
cast. Of course I do. I'm the one thinking, not the book. The
Yeah,
book doesn't think it's a book.
you wanted to think an invisibility spell and you cast something completely different.
Well, yes, but that was also the first time I was doing that. So, in my defense, I tried. I did what I could.
You keep saying that.
I've healed you, and I've healed Ismak, and it was the same both times. I just thought, I don't want this person to die. I thought that about you, too, at some point. I still do if you're almost dying. Hopefully not right now. But I will think about that, and most likely you will be healed. I hope. So
I just
it
baffles
worked.
me how you can't believe in vampires, but you don't believe in anyway.
Ismark is going to intervene here, and he's going to say, perhaps we should try and get to Vallaki and have this argument behind walls.
Yeah.
The man makes a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, the man is bleeding out.
I am in so much pain.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, even considering.
Dead behind the eyes as he says that.
Yeah,
Completely dead.
I'm sorry about all of this. Pause, Ismak. We shouldn't be considering visiting old people when you're like this. Let's just go. We'll get you a doctor when we get to the city.
You continue your trek. I need a D20.
I have a question.
I'll roll it.
We have the map, right?
Mhm.
You do have the map, yes.
Okay. And you said that we were looking at a valley, so we're going down now?
Yes, this road is, well, it hugs kind of this side, and then eventually you do see, because you can see through. You can't see that. I just realized. But you can see this kind of like part here that you can see as a road.
So yeah, we can see that there's a road after a couple of trees.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to turn to Rika at that point. I'll say, "You're the ranger. Do you think that we can maybe cut the way a little bit, not have to go through all this road on the map here? Do you think it'll save us some time?"
Does Rika think that? Is it possible?
Oh boy. Roll me a. Oh, do you have a favorite terrain?
I think I do, but where? That's a very good question. Hold on.
It's the worst one for this situation. It's like glaciers.
Yeah.
Road.
It always is. It always is when you
Yeah.
play Rangers. Like, oh, I'm going to make Rangers like specific for this campaign. It's like,
Yeah.
It used to be on the first page, but
yeah, you must do, because I think you get favorite enemy
features.
and
yeah. Oh
features?
yeah. Oh my god. My favorite terrain is like mountains because she's a mountain.
Oh my god, look at that.
So it should have been
amazing.
traveling faster at this point.
I think you just have like a. Yeah, I need to have a look at that, actually. That's a very good point. Roll me a survival check with advantage, please, in that
Survival check. Let me see. Wait. Oh, there it is. Okay. I needed to find it first. With advantage, right?
Yes.
That is a 21.
You can add a +2 to that because you have double proficiency.
Okay.
Yes. While traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Your group can't become lost except by magical means. You remain alert to danger even when you are engaged in another activity. You can move stealthily at a normal pace.
Yeah.
All good. You find twice as much food while foraging, and while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Oh,
Good
that's
too.
useful.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So you rolled a 20.
23.
Great.
Because +2.
Okay. It is certainly possible. It is going to be a lot harder with horses to cut through the mountain. Not impossible. I mean, Hannibal crossed mountains with elephants, but you know. But it is going to be harder, and it is a perilous journey. It is a perilous journey.
Leave it up to you, Rika.
And never mind the fact that you are going to be going through woods. The idea of which, I can tell you right now, both Ismark and Irina will be pretty reluctant. But there's more of you than there are of them, so they will trust you.
Democracy. Diplomatic community.
Diplomatic community.
Rika's gonna think for a second, and then she's gonna look at the woods that are coming, and she's like, "It's certainly a thing we could do, but the ground amongst trees is far more treacherous. You can't, with the fallen leaves, you can't see the holes. We could snap an ankle or two. There's going to be hills we don't see, so it's going to be far more dangerous. And honestly, sometimes I don't trust you with danger. So, I simply say it would be possible. Yes.
I mean, it just looks so much closer than going all the way around. But I'm not an expert. I just pointed it out, and now you point the way.
I'd say for safety, we could go around.
All right.
I'll say as well that once you look and you reach this point, it seems that everything else, I mean, you can see on the topographic map, everything else left of this line here is same level. So you could, in theory, cut through this way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, then Rika's definitely gonna say, "Who wants to go through the woods?"
Yeah. What I was suggesting was something more like, let me see if I can, like just the two hexagons.
Oh yeah, the small
Oh, like
part of the
through here.
trees.
Yeah, just like two.
Oh, through here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Just like two hexagons of trees, and then we're out.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely possible.
So like
yeah.
not a
Definitely.
lot, just a little bit. But
Yeah, so once you reach here, you just go there.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Absolutely a possibility.
So just we could save like 4 hours of travel.
Correct.
By going a slightly more perilous road. For what? 15
Yeah.
minutes or something.
It's about half an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, half an hour.
Ismark will say,
We can even run.
I mean,
Do you want to carry Ismark bridal style?
Oh no, I can't do that.
the woods do hide the servants of the devil, but we have found the devil today, so
Also, Ismark, like I'd say they are more likely to appear in 4 hours of travel or 3 hours of travel than in half an hour in the woods.
That's probably right.
Also, this road is all of the road is near the woods, so we're just cutting through the woods kind of either way. We could
Rika's
say-
gonna put an arm on his elbow and say, "Well, if it's any consolation, I grew up in the woods and I know where to tread, so I will try to take you out as safely as I can."
Nice. Roll me an insight check.
Nope. Dirty 20 again.
Nice.
Yeah.
You get the sense that this man is holding back tears.
Oh,
It seems that well, yeah, for the first time, perhaps in his life, anyone other than Irina is being nice and helpful towards him.
Oh my god.
Barovia is horrible. Welcome to Curse of Strahd. Everyone is miserable.
Rika's if Rika does notice this, right?
Yeah, you notice that he's holding back tears.
Yeah. She's not immediately gonna say something, but she's watching him and she's kind of going like, I
Yes. Scrunching those.
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. In that case, whilst you're kind of like here and taking the lay of the land, I will say that another hour has passed. So one of you roll me a d20 whilst you're in this.
Does it count as a short rest?
I think I was gonna roll the next one. Hold on.
Does it count as a short? You're doing checks and stuff, so I'll say no.
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go.
Because you're not stopped for an hour. It's like you're
Yeah.
stopped for the last like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So who's gonna roll the d20?
I think it's you.
Yeah? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, please don't make it be me.
That's a 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
You're looking for low rolls when you do these, by the way. You're looking for low rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your travel continues. In that case, you head north.
I would have rolled a 19, by the way.
There you go. One. I'm gonna say that's like a 1, 2, 3. I mean, you're there, so like 1. That'll be nice. 2, 3, 4. You reach there. Another hour's passed on your journey. I'm not mistaken, it's now 5. So the you see that the light is starting to kind of like dim through the fog, and especially as you're like coming into an area of a heavily wooded area, it's just kind of like consuming all of the light. It's almost like the trees themselves are just sucking the light out of the air, and just the shadows that are cast are just embracing you more and more as the night is starting to fall. This was another hour of travel, so please roll me a d20.
It's thick.
It's a 3. Yes.
Yeah. Nothing happens.
There you go. Would have been an 18 again.
Told you,
When
the next
I-
one to roll.
Yeah, when I need it to be high, it's very low.
Where would you like to cut through the woods? Where you are now? And you cut north.
Yeah, I think so.
North or
Like
north. Yeah,
this.
there you
Yeah,
go.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Meanwhile, I'm going to cast light on something that Ismark is holding. So he gets a bit of light and comfort while traveling in the woods.
okay.
I'll be back in like 5 seconds, but otherwise my cat is gonna piss on my bed if I don't let her out.
Go,
No.
go.
Run. 4,
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum,
3,
ba-dum, bum, bum, bum,
2,
bum, bum.
1.
Okay, so as I will say that
Okay.
I'll say that the party starts to go into the woods. It is a very strange experience as you walk in. If it almost feels like the temperature, which wasn't particularly high, drops drastically as you start making your way through these trees. You see that like a couple of times your vision starts playing tricks on you as more than once for each of you, you get the distinct impression that on the side, like at the side of the very limit of your vision, there is a hand reaching out towards you. And as you look, you just see there's like just this gnarled branch, twisted and split. Yeah, you just get this horrible sense that like the trees themselves, the wood itself is kind of trying to grab onto you and not letting go. As you are traveling through the woods, I will need a d20 check.
Oh, my turn now.
Oh
Okay.
god, we shouldn't have left the woods up to you.
Okay. Let me see.
Please tell me it's a natural 20. I'm gonna let you know.
19.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Into the woods.
Oh.
Into the woods.
Into the woods
Oh.
without delay. Hey, you know the deal. Roll me a d12 and a d8.
Yay. A
If this is another
D12.
grenade.
It's the holy hand grenade. A D12 and a D8.
Correct.
It's a 7 and a 4. A 7 on the D12.
Again.
Yeah, and the 4 on the D8.
Roll me a d6.
Gasp. It's different.
3.
3.
Bunch of wolves. Looking like Tiamat. Wearing little Tiamat suits.
It's 7 rule bears.
Yeah. The Curse of Strahd, it's Rana. Oh no.
It's so fucking funny though when you need to roll high.
Right?
That's a 10.
You're the one
can't
who's
roll-
cursed.
I can't roll well. I don't know.
Cool.
Who
So,
touched my dice?
I need the three of you to roll me a perception check.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my fucking god. Hey! An 18. No, a 20. Dirty 20.
That's a 10.
It was 19 and then it landed on a 1.
Mm.
Dirty 20 then.
Yeah.
For Brana. Which is so apt, I must say.
Oh no.
The five of you are walking through these woods, and everyone is very on edge. Vrana, Your presence in this dreary land has not gone unnoticed. For the past several minutes, you have noticed among the trees, flying above, you have been followed by a raven. It is traveling in silence, not cawing, not trying to communicate, just.
But I have noticed it.
You have. It has been long enough. It has been. You are not traveling in. You're kind of not traveling in a straight line. You have to like weave and dodge and zigzag through trees, and the raven is pretty much mimicking your movements.
There will be a point in which I'll turn to maybe Rika, who I guess will be the one leading kind of the way, and say, Rika, can you see this raven following us?
She looks around a little bit. Can she spot them?
You can.
Yeah, what about it?
I don't know. It's been following us. It's quite a strange behavior for a raven to want to do that. I mean, they are very social creatures, but at the same time, we have given it nothing. A raven wouldn't follow us.
Yeah, no, you're right. Ravens would only follow us if we either fed it with routine or it recognized our faces. And I think the reason it recognized our faces is probably something very different. So you're right to worry.
That's all I need to know. I'll turn back and I'll firebolt it.
Roll me an attack.
We're eating roasted raven tonight.
Of course.
Natural
No, we
5.
fucking are not. It's like an 8.
Oh my
No,
god.
with a level up, it might be a 9. It's a 9.
9.
9. So a natural 2 for a 9. You're looking up the AC.
I am.
What AC does a raven have? It would be
I'll
hilarious.
let you know when I find it.
10.
8.
Damn.
It's an 8.
Oh, you rolled? No. I'm asking. Is
A
that what
9.
you rolled?
A 9. Yeah.
9. You turn around, and the firebolt wheezes through the air. The raven, at the last second, turns to the side.
Okay. You'll see that that Rana is kind of shaking a little bit. You'll see that the hand that he is pointing towards the raven, like with smoke kind of coming out of his fingertips, is still pointed, and his eyes will kind of shine for a little bit, and he'll extend the other hand and he'll cast a second firebolt. Because he can do that. Fuck's sake. A bit better. It's a 15.
15.
He's gonna burn down the woods first.
I think the was to be burned down.
The first firebolt whizzes past, and as the creature is kind of turning to the side, there is then the second firebolt. The creature can't compensate because of the way that the air drag is working. So as it's trying to compensate, you hit it square across the beak and along the face. Roll me damage, please.
Yes. Give me just a second. So I can do one thing. Yeah, there you go. Damage. So that is a ooh. Watch me roll a 1 on this fucking dice. Where is it?
You're gonna cinch the raven's eyebrows off.
Yeah.
What?
It's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
Maybe we need to bully his dice for him to roll well.
Dude.
Yeah, you see the firebolt kind of hits the beak, hits across the right side of the face of the raven, and after that the raven flies away. Everyone roll a perception check. Vrana, I will let you roll that with advantage because you are kind of locked in.
The perception?
Yes, please.
19.
16.
19 as well. No, 20. Dirty 20.
You will notice this. The creature seems to be traveling, flies off in the western direction.
Okay.
That's it.
We need to get out of these woods. This
We're
isn't
almost there.
this isn't normal.
Is anything normal in this place? Come on.
If there's one thing that I know is crows. So, yeah, that is somehow that puts me way more off than having faced 4 dire wolves a couple of hours ago. So yeah, we gotta go.
Cool. So 2, 3, 4. Your journey continues. As you emerge from the woods, you see that there are more woods right in front of you as you emerge into the road. There is this kind of somewhat stale scent in the air. I guess the 3 of you really would recognize that as something quite somewhat salty in nature. Just a little bit. I don't know. I actually don't know
Is
how
it
to say this word in
brine,
English.
kinda?
Hmm?
Like sea air? Is it brine?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it kind of hits you in the back of the nose. Arena kind of sneezes as she kind of comes out of the woods. But yeah, you do see that towards the western direction there is, at the very distance, you do see that there are some settlements and what is very distinctly a wall around them.
We're getting close.
The evening is dropping sharply as you are as you emerge from the woods now. You continue your travels. I need a d20, please.
What is your turn?
That's a 13.
You get a sense of the light coming from not only from the walls that are like stationed on the walls, but also from the buildings, kind of keeping everything sort of at bay. This is as you continue your travel and as you kind of arrive now here, there is this very strange kind of sensation that you have, especially as the night is falling, that there is this the light of the town of what you believe is the town of Vallaki, according to the map, especially when placed against the fog, it almost seems to create the way that the light is radiant. Is the light's radiance? It seems to kind of form this strange kind of like bubble dome above the town. Almost like it just seems like this sort of like beacon. Very, yeah, it's a very interesting kind of phenomena that is occurring here. And you will arrive. Yeah. The old Svalich road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and to the south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen mountain berg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against the walls, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The dirt road ends at the set of sturdy iron gates with a pair of shadowy figures standing behind them. Planted in the ground and flanking the road outside the gates, you see that there are half a dozen pikes with wolves and direwolf heads impaled on them. This wall is about 15 feet high, and kind of like just as a look, you see that the vertical logs are kind of held together by ropes and mortar. The top of each log is sharpened to a point. You are coming through that way, which means as you approach, you see that the heavy iron gates have a chain and a padlock on the inside. And as you approach, one of the figures kind of peering over the wall, dressed in a kind of like a set of armor that has this red coloring with a yellow/gold engraving or like rim. One of the figures turns to you, carrying this long stick with a metal point, a pike. Kind of looks over and says, "Who goes there?"
Does it look
We're
human? Sorry.
It looks like a man. It looks like a human man, a human male.
Keith is gonna also cast light to so they can see our face.
Exactly. We're just seeking refuge here. We come from the village of Barovia.
And what do you seek refuge from?
Well, the night, for starters. We have a wounded. So also a doctor would be useful.
We were attacked by wolves on the way.
Roll me a persuasion check, I guess. That's not untrue.
It isn't.
Part of the true.
Would you rather me rolling deception?
I will let that decision up to your character.
All right. Hey, a 26.
Oh,
Jesus fucking
There you go.
Christ.
then he rolls high.
There you go.
The other individual who is stationed by the gate, also with a pike, and you notice that the Kiss, you clock this immediately. The pike is kind of like resting on like the space between one of the squares. It seems that this individual, if needed, will literally just lift the bottom of the pike and use it as a weapon through the gates. It's very much in a like this is something that they have like prepared for. They're like in position just in case shit goes down. So they seem to be what I'm saying is that you get that these guys seem to be somewhat competent in what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
The individual that is stationed at the bottom, so he's stationed by the gate, says in a much more female sounding voice, says, "Oh shit, what's the name of that thing? Sorry, law.
Law.
Just
Law
trying to
before.
give you guys law.
This law dump is sponsored by
Crypto.
Top Hat. Yeah, cryptocurrencies.
Oh, not the cryptocurrency again.
Your
Oh,
choice
it's
for
here.
the first choice for Irish vampires.
She says, attacked by wolves. Well, clearly you missed. Clearly, this one missed the wolf head jamboree. And the guard at the top goes, yes, perhaps you were not close enough to the town to take part. Well, I'm sorry you have a wounded, but it is now the night. The rule is that the gates do not open.
Are you going to really let us camp near these decomposing heads?
They are part of the festival of Vallaki. You should be ever so grateful that you are surrounded by the price of the festival.
Look,
Rika-
we need to get in. The one who is wounded is the son of the burgomaster of Barovia, and he needs medical assistance right away. Are we going to let us in or not?
Rika just kind of groans, but because at the word festival, she's like, "Oh, I want to get in."
Roll me a persuasion check, Vrana. I will let you take advantage on that.
All right. Didn't do much.
Oh god.
So one is a natural one,
Oh,
and the other one is a total of 14.
You hear there is a moment of pause, and then just a cackle from these two, as they say, I have heard many lies in my life, friend, but saying that the son of the burgomaster of Barovia is here, as if it kind of turns to the other one, as if the devil would ever let anyone come out through the gates. And then the woman, but she's in shambles. She is laughing her head off.
In response, can Rika go to Ismark, lift him up, and then get closer to the gates? like she's holding a baby.
Did we get their names meanwhile?
I'm currently debating whether this woman immediately impales Ismark.
Oh god.
I guess she is just laughing, so she doesn't quite do that. Did you get their names? No, you did not. You did not get these guards' names. You bring Ismark wounded, just like having the worst day. You bring him up to the gate, and he says, "It is true. My name is Ismark Kolyanovic, and I am the son." And she just goes, "Stop! It's too much. It is too much." And she's just laughing. The guy at the top says, "Look, as much as I enjoyed these this little performance you put, stay the night. You can stay within the limits of the walls. You may not come in. The gates will open in the morning."
Rika's gonna ask very sadly, is the festival still on tomorrow?
Festival still on tomorrow. The guard says, No, the Wolfhead Jamboree is over. And it is now we're going to the next festival, Nadia, next festival would be, and she goes, I'll be within I believe the Burgomaster said 4 days. 4 days now. Maybe 5. Festival finished. It's 5 days. 5 days until the next festival. The Festival of the Blazing Sun. Blazing Sun, name of the festival.
Her eyes light up a little. Does it have anything to do with like tracking? Please, I wanna. Please let me kill something. Please, I wanna hunt something. Please, do you need a ranger?
The guy says, you see that he's like thinking, and then he goes, I cannot answer that question without seeming like I am giving you some sort of authorization.
Look,
But please.
look.
We cannot get in, but can we at least get a healer out? Or some healing supplies? This guy is gonna die on the road. And if he does, your head is gonna be on the pikes next.
Yeah, or
Oh,
someone
God.
who would recognize the son of the Burgomaster of Barovia. If you don't believe that he's in, bring someone that would recognize them. Unless you want them to get in the morning and suffer the consequences for it.
Oh, the
And if you
threats
want
are
the
not
blazing
making
sun
better.
right now, we can also get that.
No.
You don't have to wait 5 days.
Shut up, Rana.
He's pissed.
Why is everyone threatening everyone? Stop.
From an intimidation check,
Oh, God.
I will say I will either let you roll with disadvantage for a easier DC or normal for a higher DC. Because technically you have failed your kind of encounter with this individual. But yes.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to do?
I'm going to do normal.
Cool.
Fuck. Last try. Come on. Yeah, no. It's an 11.
Yeah. Yeah, you just see this this guy just says, Friend, I will take my chances tomorrow to see if the great son of the burgomaster of Barovia is actually in the town of Vallaki. We can bring some. We can see what can be spared in terms of medical supplies. We wouldn't want the first. We wouldn't want the first impression that people coming to Vallaki is of a dead body.
Yeah, wouldn't be great for your town, huh?
Well, it would just have to be swept, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and you see that he kind of like goes. The woman takes a couple steps back, removes the pike from the gates. Yeah, and a couple of minutes later, there are some like. I mean, there are some bandages that are being brought. Even the uninitiated in first aid would notice that these are reused bandages.
Yeah.
They have dry blood. There was an attempt was made at washing them, but they are there.
They do be nasty.
That's not
Do,
sanitary.
do these guys have any potions on them, like hanging from the belt or something like that?
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, but they don't need it. They're going to spend the night now.
It's a 14.
By their side, you notice that they are carrying. They're just carrying kind of like a kind of like side daggers, and pouches, which with what you assume is coinage. But there's not really. You don't really see any potions.
At this point, I'll turn to Ismark and Irina, and I'll be like, "Well, I'm sorry. We really tried everything. I guess you've waited for a while now. I guess it'll have to do another night." At this point,
We are gonna boil these bandages.
Thank you, says this Mark, who's looking very like he does not want them.
yeah.
Rika,
Yes.
you're an expert of mountainous region. Do you think you can maybe find I don't fucking know, some healing herbs around? Something like that. I don't know. Birch.
Can I try?
You can try. Technically, you are outside what I consider to be mountains in this area, but you can definitely roll a survival check.
Okay. Well.
Or a nature. Before you tell me the result, or a nature, I'll let you.
Survival is higher. 14.
14. Yeah, you are able to collect some herbs that would at the very least ease the pain. And you are kind of like able to wash the wound properly. Ismark is not incapable of doing that as well, but with help it's always easier. And you slowly start kind of like setting the camp outside for a night outside the gates and walls of Vallaki. Cool. We're going to take a break there.
Yeah.
Seems like a good point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be back in just a few minutes, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Be right
Be
back.
right back. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello. Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a little bit of a break. We are going to jump back in. You guys have set up camp outside of the town. And yes, is there anything you would like to do before you take your rest, hopefully?
Vron is pissed. So
Oh no.
no, the only no. The only thing that I'm going to do is because of the whole crow thing plus all of this is try to keep a very, very, very sharp eye out for as long as he possibly endures it before eventually passing out, trying to see if there's a crow or not.
Now, as long as he can possibly endure it, are we what are we talking here? Are we sacrificing?
No,
Are we
he's a
getting exhaustion
baby.
point?
No, he's a baby. He'll fall asleep in like 2 hours tops. It's like getting first round of looking
Watch.
of watch. Yeah,
Cool. Roll me a perception check.
yeah. That's a 17.
17. Cool. You keep an eye out, and you do not see any ravens, or any other kind of small creatures, for that matter, that that could be spying on you or not.
Okay. Then, well, as he does that, he'll just take this opportunity to have a quick shuffle around. You don't have to tell them right now because it's a lot, and I know that, but we'll chat later. He'll just have a look around all of the scrolls, trying to see if he's figured out any more by this time.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll check because I'll need to see where.
Yeah, no,
where
it's a
they-
lot.
where they came
It's a
from.
lot. It's
Yeah.
like 14 scrolls at this point.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Great. Cool.
But yeah, and he'll eventually succumb to sleep.
He's like the kid that doesn't want to sleep and then falls asleep with like
Yeah.
his head face first into.
Yep.
Yep.
Game Boy on
No.
the floor, drooling.
Mhm.
Correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh no.
but this is technically your first evening in Barovia, apart from. This is your first long rest in Barovia, apart from that very first one, once you came through the
Sepul after
death
Sepul.
house.
Yes.
No, we
you
slept in
had
Sepul.
Sepul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh
but
yeah,
Sepul,
that's right.
Sepul would be different. Because no one took watch in Sepul.
No.
No.
That's why. Cool. Yeah, you find no raven. Sorry, I was thinking about
That's okay.
my other thing.
That's okay.
And yeah, you have a look at the scrolls, and I will have a chat.
Yeah,
about the
okay.
scrolls. The other two. Anything else you would like to do before your
I think Keith would have probably done a little walk back and forth just to check the wall because they had this thought in their head like I could maybe sneak in and try to find the potion and sneak back out. Nobody will ever notice. But then he just abandons the idea, knowing that Rika would probably skin him and hang the belt on the wall. So they're just gonna like rub their neck a little bit and go to sleep. I guess wait for their turn on guard.
Rika is. I'd say she pretends to be dozing off, but she sees Kiz like strolling around a little, making up plans. And she watches them for a little while. And when they come back, she comes a little closer and sits next to them, like, so, what's with the tattoos?
Please ask a more vague question next time. What do you mean?
Like, why do you like? What's the? I know this is a stupid question, but like, humor me. What's the meaning? What's with the hand? Seems a little depressing. I mean, not that it doesn't fit depress you, but you know.
Not to how do you say it? Not to kill your enthusiasm from the get-go. I don't really remember much except the past year or so.
That is troubling.
For what I can tell you, I woke up with those tattoos already on my body. I didn't make them consciously.
Hey, I imagine it would have been very painful to tattoo big planes of black on your neck like that. So, happiness and misery?
I suppose maybe my past self enjoyed pain.
I
mean, the
think
worst
your
thing-
current self doesn't go too far from that mark.
I don't like pain, I like danger.
Tomato, tomato.
Not really. But I don't know. I think I would. I mean, wouldn't it be funny if I had no memories because my soul is here?
Hey, wouldn't put it past Strahd.
Yeah.
And they
To-
do remember you, so.
He does remember me. He does. He did say something about not the first time I killed someone twice. He did a piss poor job the first time, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, you do look pale and maybe a little dead, but like, I mean, if you had died before, then
Not a
In the
very effective death.
corner, Ismark just says, "Don't we all?" And mutters it to himself. I'm not projecting onto Ismark. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry.
I haven't seen the sun in 84 years.
Sorry. Carry on.
But yeah, I'd say the one on my neck feels a little different. It burns sometimes when I look at Strahd, which is not great.
not to be morbid, but like, no, that's true. No. Listen, if we ever kill Strahd, honestly, we'd know by then. But if we ever kill Strahd or get him unconscious or, yeah, I don't know, immobile, we could check hand size.
I mean, Ismar got lifted up by the neck. Maybe there are bruises. It turns around to check.
Rika is already standing up. Ismark!
What is it?
Is
we
your
need to
neck okay? Is there anything? She asked, but she's already has her hand on his jaw.
He is so fucking tired that like he tries to resist, but like there's no way. Yeah, roll me a medicine check.
Okay.
Yeah. Do with me what you will.
If Kiss is helping,
yeah.
Yeah.
you can have advantage. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a 10.
Yeah, it seems like the grab wasn't either kind of strong or sudden enough to leave any sort of bruising on Ismark's neck.
Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah. When she unhands him, Rika's like weirdly, she's like soft about it. Like she doesn't manhandle him. She's like, "You're fine. Okay." Like you would expect her to be rougher.
The puppy eyes were effective.
Yeah.
Must protect the child.
Must protect.
So like you're suggesting that my past self somehow tattooed Strahd's hand on my what?
Not that you tattooed it yourself. I'm saying could be magical. Could be like an imprint. I don't know.
I would say I've never heard of magical tattoos, but also all the knowledge that I have is very weirdly coming out of nowhere, so wouldn't say no to regain some memories, maybe.
Be careful what you wish for.
I mean, I cannot be much worse than what I am now, right?
She squints a little bit.
Like,
are you still having this conversation kind of like in earshot of Ismark?
I mean, I suppose we're like the camp is not kilometers wide, so even if we move a little bit further, I suppose they can still hear us? Question mark.
This is true. In that case, Ismark's going to intervene as you are walking, and he looks at you, Kiss, and he says, he's looking at your neck, basically, and he goes, "That's."
I mean,
mark.
technically, I still have my clothes on, so technically the tattoo is not visible right now.
Never mind.
But no, I mean, I guess I never mind. I suppose during the conversation, maybe he pulled the turtleneck down and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Never mind, sorry.
You have a turtleneck.
He does have a crop top turtleneck underneath.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
Did you not know that is twink armor?
That's my attire,
That's the
not
basic
yours.
outfit.
Twink armor.
Showing.
Cool. In that case, he's looking at your neck and he goes, that seems strange. I looks at Irina, and Irina is looking at your neck as well. She goes, "So you just had that?"
Well, I woke up in the middle of fucking nowhere a year or so ago, and I already had all the wounds and all the tattoos that you see on me right now.
I guess you really must have died by his hands then. She gets up and she kind of takes a look around. And she starts kind of like unclipping her breastplate. She takes off the scarf, and for the first time, you guys see her neck. There are 2 bite marks, just where one is basically where the neck meets the shoulders, and the other one is like just above. Rika, both of them running through, running along the vein, pretty much where the incision of the canines would be, or the fangs would be, very much where the veins are. And then she is going to kind of take the armor off, take the breastplate off, take the pauldrons off. She's going to turn her back towards you. And she's going to just kind of lift her, her top. You see in very similar sort of styling, if that is even the word, the depiction on her back of a human spine, shattered in multiple places. You see on her right side, there is what is very clearly the sign of a the sign of the sign of like a scar of a piercing weapon. Kiss, you can probably hazard to guess that was made by a long sword, maybe even a bastard sword, slightly wider than a long sword even. Above a left shoulder on her back, there is a kind of like the sign of like skin, of like charred skin, basically burnt up. Probably not dissimilar to something like you have seen from the effects of, for example, Vrana's Firebolt. And throughout her back and her body, there just seem to be a lot of these, like the body's covered in these tattoos. She kind of like after a moment, she lowers her top. She turns around back towards you and she says, "Well, I have never seen anyone with something quite like this."
So the current theory is that this is what this shows the way we died last. Because, I mean, the shattered spine kind of matches the vision that I had. Not to be morbid. falling down a tower and all of that.
I still don't know what they are. I've been thinking about this since what Madame Eva said. If I am, in fact, this soul of this Tatiana that Strahd is looking for, if he has been looking for him, for her, for this long, he hasn't been able to get it. And that must mean that she has escaped multiple times.
Or rather, committed suicide multiple times.
But there is something about him trying to get to her, and the soul keeps eluding him.
See, the interesting difference here is that I don't have my soul anymore. While unless your body also keeps coming back over and over and over again, like souls seem to do, it seems like the markings are more associated with the soul itself, but not present.
Yes. Well, I suppose if I have the soul of, if I am the vessel of the soul of Tatiana, that means that there is no soul of Irina.
I think that's a theological and philosophical question above my pay grade, honestly.
Does Irina seem bothered by the fact that she would possibly not have her own soul?
Roll an insight check.
Also, I mean, as once again, I have no soul, but I'm pretty much me, am I not?
That's a 23.
23.
Nice.
Noise.
I mean, she rolls high. I don't think she rolls 23. She rolls a 20.
No.
She seems perturbed by that thought. The 23. I think you get a sense, Rika, that the idea that she isn't that she's anything other than herself, and the idea that she could be that she could actually be someone that she doesn't feel that she is deeply disturbing to Irina. There is a sense of you're looking at Irina and you're thinking about the past kind of like day or so that you've spent with her, and like the things that she said and the things that you've seen her do, and even like that brief conversation that you had about training and about like the way to approach combat. She is someone that wants to be in charge of her own sort of fate and destiny. And the idea that she might have that choice done for her is horrible to face.
Rika's just gonna watch her. And as Rika realizes this, she's gonna smile a little and she's gonna say, "Don't you think, after so many years and so many trials of, well, I assume losing a soul, then regaining it, then dying, then, well, living again, that you don't leave your own mark even if possibly it's not originally your soul? Kids aren't white papers anyway. Everyone who's born leaves a mark. Our experiences leave a mark, so I assume if it's not your soul, you're making it your own."
Takes a moment to kind of like think about that. She goes, I suppose it just, I don't know. Feels like he's after something that might not even be here anymore.
I think you're right.
I feel like he is a desperate, guilty, lonely man that is oh so desperately clinging on to a very distant memory of the past. More out of, as I said, guilt than any love or anything else. Because what I saw, probably didn't talk about it, did I? It was a messy couple of days. When I brushed against your elbow in the darkness sphere that Brana conjured, I had this vision of what I, with the information that we have now, I suppose were Strahd killing his brother. And this vision was from the point of view of someone that at the sight of a vampire feeding screamed and jumped from a tower. Not great to see you, like, point of view. But
Everyone roll me an insight check.
that's a 21.
Dirty 20.
I rolled a 6. I'm just annoyed because I'm trying to read my scrolls.
Anyone that rolled above a 10. So I think it's Kiss and Rika. Irina's at the description of the event. Irina's eyes, but only her eyes, her face does not change. Her eyes darken. They gain a quality of anger that you've never seen in Irina before. What did you roll again, both of you?
21.
20.
You rolled above it. Both of you rolled 20 and above. There is a strange sort of sense of symbiosis in this. It feels like that anger is not her own. And above 20, Irina is unaware of this.
With like Keith's experiences in the past days, can he try to ascertain whether it feels like it's a Tatiana anger or a Strahd not Strahd anger? Like the voice inside Irina.
Can you ascertain that? Roll me an Arcana check.
Would touching Irina right now help?
If you want to try touching Irina.
Yeah, Kiss is gonna like reach a hand forward and like put a. She dresses up completely again, right? Her neck is not exposed anymore.
She didn't put a scarf back up.
Okay. He's actually gonna like very lightly touch one of the bite marks.
I mean, as you kind of reach out with her hand, she kind of pulls back because it's like, what are you doing?
Personal space. Yes, you perpetrator.
Let me try something, if you please.
All right.
Did you tell me to roll again?
Yeah. First of all, can I get a charisma saving throw?
Beautiful. That's an 8.
Oh, he fails his riz.
Fails his riz.
He has no riz. He's a disgusting man.
He hits trees.
You see, as you kind of touch the bite marks. First of all, everyone else. Kiss's eyes go kind of like milky white. The sort of ghostly figure that Kiss kind of carries around, that you've seen him in combat send out last time, almost kind of like, it's a really strange, like, it's all, the way I'm trying to describe this is that, like, if Kiss is at size 100, the spirit is at like size 110, so it's like just outside of Kiss's body. Kind of like a shell around Kiss. And you just notice that it's kind of like Kiss is staying stationary, but everything that Kiss is going to go through in this next sequence, the spirit kind of like goes through it as well, in a way that you see only what like Kiss's action in this vision are, not the context. Kiss.
Oh boy.
You see, as you touch the bite marks, there is a top of a mountain. Behind you is a huge mansion. Enormous. Carved seemingly out of white marble. Reflecting what very much is a beautiful sunlight. You are standing by the gates wearing this, what you know is armor made of adamantine. you stand out, looking out into the mountains, into these woods that extend as far as your eye can see. Behind you comes an individual, tall, wearing a similar style armor as you do. At the chest plate, this beautiful engraving of a huge ancient dragon. Kind of its wings span open, they kind of extend onto the pauldrons of the armor. Carrying this blade by its side, which you know is a tremendous weapon. The individual turns to you, and it's a half elf. White silvery hair in a kind of skin fade, kind of brushed back. A very sort of a very like genderless face, with beautiful silvery eyes as well. And the individual walks up to you, kind of like a half smile. It says, "Well, it seems that this will be the final stand." The voice from your body says, "Yes, the forces of darkness come towards dimension. But I believe we can hold them back." There is a sad half smile in this individual's face. It says, "When you have lived as long as I have, peering through the flows of time, hoarding treasures beyond the comprehension, you understand when the end is near. Your voice says, Master, paladins will not fail you. Kind of looks out into the distance and says, yes, they will not. One day they will return to this land. One day, the devil himself is going to rue having assaulted Argenvostholt. Good luck spelling that one.
So it's Argon, like the noble gas.
Argenvostholt. I will write that down in the chat. And as you then look out, there is a wave of darkness that's kind of coming up the mountain, spearheaded by an individual in red armor, long black hair. And this other individual that isn't you grabs onto the hilt of the sword and draws it. Your eyes are seared by bright light. and you just pull back, Kiss, back into the camp.
That is not the result I was expecting. He kind of lays down on the side and curls up for a second. That was a lot.
Kiss, I would like you to make a note. The Kiss has witnessed 2 madness events.
2? Oh my god.
Well, this is the second one.
Oh. I see how it is.
Irene is also physically tired, or visibly tired, as you kind of come out of this vision.
Why is it me? Why am I the only one that sees weird shit when I touch you? What is going on here? Kind of like he tries to sit up, but it's like he just finished running a marathon. His movements are slow and he's visibly tired.
Are you all right?
I don't think I've ever been, but especially now, no. God.
Do you think you need to sleep?
Yeah. I think we all need to sleep.
Yeah.
What
Been a
the
long day.
fuck kind of name? Sorry.
Oh, it's a single word. What?
Yeah, Argen Vosthold, obviously.
Obviously.
Okay,
What, you don't spell things with unnecessary letters?
That's for
Just
the
me?
French.
I got all of that right, except for the Y and the space, the non-existent spacing. Um,
Yeah, Rika's just gonna pipe up. I'll go to sleep. I'll take the next watch. I'm the only one who apparently doesn't get visions when they touch people.
No,
Or fly. You know.
I'll stay awake for a while.
I'm
If you
going to
don't mind.
ask you, Rika, to roll me just a cheeky deception check as you try to just hide the fact that you had a terrible dream last night. You just need to be people's passive insight.
That's an 18.
Yeah,
I think you beat everyone's, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. I just thought that'd be funny. You definitely beat Irina's. You rolled double Irina's passive perception.
Oh,
there
God.
you go.
So yeah.
I guess I need to stay awake for a while longer. So maybe you go to sleep, Rika. I'll wake you up.
You just took watch though.
Oh, I was thinking this was before watch.
This is all before watch.
Ah, okay.
This is kind of happening as you are setting
Yeah.
camp and
So
making
Okay.
food, eating.
I won't really be able to sleep right now. I got a lot to think about. So I'll wake you up. Don't worry.
Yeah, just I don't know, kick me, scream. No. Yeah. You know the
I'll
drill.
do so. Don't worry.
Wake me up when September ends.
Yeah.
Wake me up inside.
Yeah.
Save me.
That is
Me-
much more like fitting to the campaign,
Yeah.
actually.
Wake me up inside.
I'm sorry. In my head, it was just wake me up before you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna run through all of
All of those.
all of the songs.
Yeah.
Three
Let
kind of
me
people.
see if should I roll something to see if Rana just falls asleep without waking anyone
Please
up.
do. Please.
Sure. You can roll me a kind of Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
I'm
Oh,
very
man.
good at those.
You do
Oh.
have proficiency. You can
No,
roll without proficiency if you want.
No. I have it. That's fine. I've an 18. It's
Yeah,
okay.
you're fine.
It's okay. So yeah, I'll prestidigitate the smell of like fruit salts right under your nose to get you to wake up. Like a very softly, but I think it's the best way to kind of wake someone up quickly.
Well, also just in case, roll me a perception check during your watch.
Oh, I did before, but I can. Oh no, but it was for the crows. Yeah, just the crows. Now this
was
is the
indeed.
real deal. The real deal will be a 16.
I am literally so glad. During your watch,
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
Oh, man.
it's fairly uneventful.
But
However,
yeah.
Fairly.
as you are kind of looking out to the east, there's something strange that sort of catches your eye. Through the fog and through the darkness of the night, atop the mountain, just geographically, you are very much at the bottom of. You are basically looking at the map at the lowest point in the valley of Barovia.
Okay.
So you're looking up towards the east, towards the path which you've just crossed, essentially, from where you come from. And you're looking up, and it just seems like the top of the mountain has this like green hue to it, green glow. The light is getting obviously refracted by all the fog, so it kind of makes it kind of glow. Yeah, there's just this kind of like very kind of steady, pulsing green glow coming from the east.
Would I have any idea what that might be?
No clue whatsoever. There is. I mean, roll me an Arcana check. The DC is 5,000.
Just for the roll.
DC's 5,000.
Yeah, just for the lols.
Just for the nat 20.
Yeah, no, just for the nat 2. No.
Yeah.
No, like not the
No way.
slightest clue.
Yeah, it's Northern Lights.
But for all you know,
yeah.
what the next two? Yes, it could
Yeah.
be.
yeah.
Eastern Lights.
Yeah. I'll wake up Rika with those kind of fruit salt smell right under her nose.
Rika is immediately gonna wake up with like annoyance. And she's gonna go, "What the fuck is up with you and weird fucking smells?"
What? Come on, you don't like citrus now?
Ever since I met you, I've been assaulted by all kinds of perfume, and honestly, I prefer the woods at this point.
I try to be gentle. Okay. I don't even care. I'm going to sleep. Have a nice watch. By the way, look at the sky. I don't know if you've ever seen Northern Lights.
Oh god.
Here you go. Just as I've seen in a book. There are green lights on the sky, so enjoy. It's a once in a lifetime experience, really. And he'll start nestling up.
Oh god.
I also have to make this comment because, like, stream won't be able to see because it's not on. Like, we don't have video. But
Yeah.
every so often, like the door behind Afonso just like opens by itself. And considering that we're in Barovia, it's very scary.
Yeah, you might be able to see like a tail just like on the bottom of the
Yeah,
video.
I know your dog's like going in, but it's just funny. But,
passing
like,
by. Yeah, but it
I
just
just keep thinking that
barges
like
in.
I just keep thinking that like if Vrana is talking to people and like something weird happens behind them.
Yeah, no, but that would be on point as well. Yeah,
Just
that would
completely
be on
unaware.
point as well.
It would, yeah.
Also him not noticing it.
Yeah,
But
100%.
yeah.
That's the one thing. Cool. Vrana, you head off to sleep.
Yeah.
Rika, anything you'd like to do during your watch?
As Vrana says that about the light, Rika just stares at the green glowing light in the distance with her mouth like slightly open. And then she turns to Vrana like, oh my god, does he really? But when she turns to him, he's already like fast asleep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like 2 seconds.
Vrana's one of those people that like has like the big family gathering, like lunch, and then sits on the sofa, and like everyone's making noise, and that person just falls asleep.
Absolutely.
God, fucking imagine.
No, he's the type of friend that he'll be talking to you like during like a slumber party. He'll be talking to you happily, and out of nowhere, he just stops replying.
Dude, I
You don't
imagine
even
him.
notice it.
I imagine him being the person to be like, "Do pigeons have feelings?" And then just
Yeah, I have. He might blurt something out during like the first hour of sleep. Yeah.
oh my
yeah,
god,
100% Vrana speaks in his sleep, like
Mhm.
1000%.
he gets random pillows thrown at him. Shut the fuck up.
Why are wings melting?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Sorry, Rika, anything else you'd like to... is there anything you'd like to do?
she's gonna stare at it and she's gonna keep watching it, but she's just gonna calmly take her spot for watch. She's gonna look for a tree, and then seeing that there is no tree around them, she will look at the pikes and then go, oh my god. And then she'll just sit on the ground but very grumpily.
Cool. Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 16.
Cool. Yeah, your watch goes off without any incidents. Every now and then you kind of... not every now and then, like you do catch the guards switching. So the guards switch with others during their watch.
Had it been me.
Oh my god, can she try to chat up one of the guards?
Hey, you bitch! Let me in.
I am
Let
so
me
interested
in.
in how this is going to go. Yeah, you can walk up to them. Sure. What do you say?
She's gonna walk up to them and she's gonna be like, so it's like the green glowy bit a natural occurrence?
This has the energy of, you guys go out much?
Here often.
Literally same energy. So the weather, huh?
Can't fucking see your eyes under the helmet, but I'm sure they're pretty.
Green lights are their natural occurrence. You this guy, like, you hear a yawn from behind the helmet first. He goes, don't travel east.
Wait. You've been here the entire time?
Yeah, just kind of live in Vallaki all the time. Don't leave.
You can see part of Rika's soul dying a little inside.
Yeah, my granddad was a captain of the guard. My dad was a captain of the guard. I'm gonna be captain of the guard one day.
She just stares at him with a smile on her face, but it's clearly not reaching her eyes.
Pain behind
Pain.
Rika's face.
She's like, can I die? That's interesting. Are you any good at it?
This is,
Are you good at your job, or is it just nepotism?
I just rolled a natural 20 on him. So
Oh, no.
I mean, I kind of want Rika to be like the face of the group for like the whole time, trying to make all the persuasion checks. He goes, yeah, I actually had the most kills during the jamboree. Killed the most wolves. So quite good.
Oh my god, that's so impressive.
Oh my god.
Can you like, which ones did you kill? Like, can you point them out for
Roll me a persuasion check.
me?
My God.
This is amazing.
That's a 17.
Oh my.
Are you winning, son?
He kind of just points. This is happening like at the gate as well. He kind of just points out like. You see, like his chest puffs up a bit, and he goes, "Yeah, you see that big direwolf head? That was me, by myself. Everyone thought I was dead. Came back dragging that head by himself. It's pretty good."
I bet you did all the coughing up by yourself too. Big strong man like you are.
Yeah. Just had my sword, you know. takes a lot of strength to cut
Oh,
off the
yeah.
wolf the head of a direwolf.
I bet, yeah. You know, these weapons I carry around with, they're just for show, really. Like, I don't know how to use them. You could always show me.
You're not gonna kill anything with that.
With these arms, absolutely not.
I mean, you know, if you are able to come in tomorrow, I would. He kind of like thinks for a second. Maybe there are some other weapons to show. And then he thinks about that. He goes, I didn't mean for that to sound as creepy as it did. I just mean swords.
Of course, I bet there's, you know, bigger swords around here, if you catch my drift. And then she winks.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, at this point,
second hand
Brana is just
embarrassment
like
really strong.
rolling in his sleep, going like, great sword is a two-hander.
Jesus Christ.
I am
This
dying.
man just rolled a 6 on his wisdom saving throw. So he is just like lost for words after that, because he's trying to like figure out what you mean if like you're making a pass at him. Like,
Please, I
listen,
want
these
to know what
guys
the other
don't get
guard
a
is
lot of
doing.
like. Huh?
I want to know what the other guard is doing.
The other guy's just like at the top, just like marching, and it's like, where the fuck is Steve?
Of
Like,
course.
Fuck you, Steve.
What the fuck is Steve doing?
um,
Oh God.
cool. Did you walk back to the camp or
She's gonna like there's gonna be like a passing of pain on her face. Like this is causing her physical. Like she's ill, and then she goes, "Well, yeah, we'll have to, see tomorrow. You can show me like the secret spots in camp."
yeah, there's some good spots in town, so we'll sure we'll find something.
I'm sure a smart man like you will figure it out.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh my god. God damn it. That's a 7.
7. Amazing. Great. Cool. That's yeah.
Yeah, she walks back.
Cool. What did you do on your watch, Rika?
She
You turn
kicks at
around.
dirt. Fucking nothing. That's what I did.
Funny. Who are you waking up?
She's nudging Kiss, but like from very far away.
With a stick.
Yeah. Kiss, are you like, I know you're not alive, but like, can you?
Oh, it's the meme with like the brain, like do something.
I worked so hard tonight. I worked so hard.
This like this just opens his eyes like halfway through with the most annoyed face. Like, really? You're but with a stick, really? All right.
Hey, you've been threatening Frana all this time. I don't know if you want to ram a fucking sword through my ribs next.
I threatened Vrana because he's a fucking douchebag and I'm tired of him. Affectionate, I guess.
With a pause.
Affectionate pause, I guess. Funny.
Like I don't hate. Don't get mad at him because I he's gonna get himself killed.
Well, that's for sure, but like we're gonna be able to see just how entertaining the death is gonna be.
At this point, Vran is rolling. Yeah, yeah. Parrot could fist fight an otter. And off to the other side.
God, I'm not the only one having interesting visions over here. Okay. Everything
That's
good
what
on
you
the
call
watch.
interesting. Well, I think it was fruitful, perhaps for me at least. Perhaps don't know yet.
All right. Sure. Good night, Rika.
She visibly looks very relieved he doesn't ask question. He immediately goes face first into a bedroll.
It's been a day. Yeah, Kiss. The watch is yours. What would you like to do, if anything?
Watch is mine. I think Kiss is just gonna mostly actually like pay attention to the surroundings, but like after a while he is going to summon his echo and like just place it in front of him and just stares at it. And goes like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's
So you
alright."
summon your echo.
Yeah.
and it sort of appears in front of you. It's kind of the first time you're sitting with this entity. And even though you kind of like summoned it during combat last time, you kind of felt that connection was somewhat disturbed, and it didn't really allow for you to fully explore the possibilities of that until like before it got destroyed by one of the direwolves. Yeah, you do feel a connection with it, and you do feel like you can command it in some way.
Yeah, like at least like I suppose he's gonna try to experiment what he can do with it, like sending it around and stuff. But at first, he's just gonna sit there and stare at it in silence and just whisper, "Who the hell are you?" And then, "Why do I expect you to talk? You..." Never mind. Well, and then he gets up and actually just tries to do all the cool things that I can do. Just gonna
Yes.
try things out.
A little training session
Yeah,
with
gonna swap
yourself.
places and stuff.
Yeah.
I can I already swap places? No, I cannot. It's a higher level. Yes,
Yes,
higher
it is
level.
It's a reaction like level 10, I
Yeah, yeah.
think. Something like that. But you can do like the thing of like attacking through that position and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is all cool. Yeah, the morning comes at the very break of dawn. Kiss, you being up would notice this. The padlock of the gates are removed. And you hear a very heavy lock being undone. The gates, however, remain closed. Yeah, you guys all wake up feeling rested. All of you can take a long rest.
Yeah.
Rika, you wake up, you get out of the tent, you look up to the gates, and you notice that the guard has once again shifted. To your great relief of you? Question mark? But yeah, the gates are unlocked. That is all the information you've got.
All right, wakey, everybody. Hey, Smart,
Hey.
you alive?
Hey, can we come in yet?
Ismark wakes up, looks at the torn up chainmail as he's kind of like donning on the armor, as you all apart from Vrana, I guess, donning on armor, donning armor. And Ismark kind of looks at the chainmail and says, "I suppose it is better than nothing." Guys, puts it on. Vrana, as you shout out, "Can we come in yet?" There's the guard at the top says, "Well, only you know the answer to that question."
We don't need an invitation. I'm just asking.
Doors unlocked.
Oh. Thank you. Okay, we can go in.
All right.
Want to get breakfast in town? Maybe.
Well, if we're allowed.
Yes, we are. We just don't need to be invited. I guess. And
Irina is gonna say something here.
I was going
All
to
right.
I was going
Uh,
to say something about that as
Fuck.
well. I was going to say something along the lines like as soon as I pass the door, I'll say like, Irina, wanna come in?
Oh, that wasn't even what she was gonna say.
I was going to say that just for the
Cool.
but yeah. But
Kind of before that happens, Irina, I suppose it's like as armor's being donned, she goes, if we are trying to not let Strahd know our moves, I suppose it would probably be better if I don't look like myself.
Well,
think
that
we had a
goes without
discussion,
saying, but
kind of.
if you can do that.
Kiss, what did you say?
Like he said, I think we had the discussion at your house. We talked about maybe having some disguise or something, but you had invisibility, so we dropped that.
Yes, although I've had a conversation with the voice, and I asked if there was anything that could be done about it. And I woke up and I had this. And she goes into like just under her bedroll. And she takes out this. It seems to be somewhat of a triangle. But it is kind of like it's got like a hole for what's very clearly like an eye socket, and then it's kind of like from that kind of shape there's these like ornamental gold filigree kind of waves that sprout out. It's a half mask or a quarter mask at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, apparently I can choose anybody. Anybody that I've seen.
Would a Vistani maybe be a good idea?
Or someone from Barovia that wouldn't be here.
yeah, because Vistani could come back.
Like Mad Mary. No one will know about her over here.
True. I suppose. Well,
You could transform. No.
Hmm.
I'm gonna stop myself right there.
she's gonna kind of like put this kind of mask on. It kind of hangs over one side of her face, and she kind of like focuses, and you see that she has once again that kind of like phased out expression, and then the space between the gold filaments, start like getting filled into this kind of like pale skinned individual, and then that mass, that whole thing just kind of expands eventually into her own body.
Yeah.
As she has been granted the Mask of Many Faces.
There you go.
So she can now cast, for those of you that don't know, she can now cast Disguise Self at will.
Yeah.
So technically, she never has to look like Irina again.
And she will lose herself in the process.
Yes. So, and before you, the three of you see a very accurate depiction of Mad Mary.
Yeah.
She's like, "How do I look?" And she still sounds like Irina, which is a very weird kind of like.
You look like someone that just lost their daughter. So perfect, I guess.
Positively mad.
Ismark's like, what the fuck's happening? Like, you look convincing. Cool. You guys, I suppose, open the doors to Vallaki and go in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Irina does go in without. Well, I don't know. Are you inviting her through?
Yeah, as I'll make sure to pass first and say something along the lines of Irina, are you coming?
And she goes in.
Yeah. Just to
As
make sure.
As you go past the gates, the guards turn to you and say, and it's this, again, very pale-skinned, dead behind the eyes, short, curly hair, curly black hair, a little bit like, the individual was just like a little bit like rough, just goes, you said that you had wounded. Is that taken care of?
Taken care of is a big word. Surely not thanks to you guys.
I have a report. I have a report here that says you had bandages sent.
Yes, dirty ones.
Very dirty ones that would have probably killed anyone that was wearing them without actually boiling them first.
Kind of looks at this
Anyways,
Mike.
yeah,
Kind of looks at you guys and says,
looks fine.
"Not dead. Bandages work."
Because I
Ah,
wanted them.
anyway, is
Oh,
there any
man.
place where we can have like breakfast around here?
Any case, we can have breakfast.
Is there an armor shop?
Like,
That's a long question.
Oh,
This man, not your DM. This guard specifically can only process one question at a time. Is there? Oh yeah, there is a yeah. I'm remembering things. I know how this works. It says, if you want food, Blue Water Inn is your place of choice. Just down the road, keep going, can't miss it. Offers food, wine, shelter. And then I suppose it's as for shop, there are many shops. You can go follow road, turn left. Again, can't miss it. It's square of shops.
all right. Is it all on the same square?
No, Blue Water Inn. You follow. It will be on the side of the road, and square will be to the left. Before you get to Blue Water Inn. Blue Water Inn, center town. Everything else a little bit further back. If you want to go to the town square, that is, well, a little bit further even. But there are directions you can't miss, and you kind of look around now, and you see that there are kind of in every intersection there are some indications, and in fact, we can now move you to the map of Vallaki.
Yes.
New map, new map.
New map, new town.
New map, new me.
You probably can't
All
see
black.
shit, can you?
Nope.
I
That
can't
is-
see shit.
That is more than fine, I think. Not visible to players. Yes.
Travel 1 hour. Thank you.
This is fun. Oh, yeah. That is not what I wanted to share. That is
Yeah.
what I wanted to do. I'm gonna. I actually have to put you all in, otherwise you won't see. Can you see stuff now?
Yes.
Some of you.
Yeah.
You can't see anything on stream. I know.
Nope.
I'm sorting it out. Sorting it out.
Oh my god, we're so little.
Can you see anything on stream?
No.
Okay, that is because of that.
Oh, we're tiny, tiny.
There we go. Yes,
there
this
we
is
go.
this is a big town. It's a big town. For reference, this town. Well, I can actually show the reference on the map. GM. It is about a mile long.
Oh, yeah. It's quite long.
Yes. And then I
These
can also.
damn Americans with their miles.
Yeah,
The Americans.
I know, right? Let's put that on the map layer as well, so you know the orientation. You do look around, as they say about indication, and you do see that just above the gate where you just came from is the words morning, as in day, morning, gate. But you notice that just after the O, just above it, someone hatched the letter U.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Very edgy.
What's the general vibe of the city? Does it look as bad as the village of Barovia? Does it look kind of slightly happier? I mean that's a stretch, but
Everyone roll me an insight check for vibes.
For
Oh,
vibes.
I need to reroll my thingy.
yeah, what's the vibe?
Ooh, natural 20.
There you go.
Hey, that's a big vibe check.
Yay. And I rolled a natural 11.
For a total of 11, I'm going to assume.
No, like 13, I think.
Okay.
Insight, you said?
Yes, correct.
It's
Nat
a
20 on the vibe
19
check.
plus stuff. It's a 23.
23.
Oh my god. You're vibing so
What was your
much.
total for Rika?
24. But like it's not 20, but yeah.
Yeah, you
Cool,
vibe
cool, cool,
even
cool,
more.
cool. Um, it doesn't. As you look around, well, the first thing you notice is that there are actually people on the street. People are going about what seems to be a standard town routine. This very much has the vibe for the first time in about a week. You have been in the presence. It's like in the presence of a town or location that has other individuals other than yourselves that seem to have some sense of normalcy that you have not witnessed since before the death house. So it seems almost nice. It's still Barovia, but yeah, you're just like suddenly hit by the fact that this, whether it be because you're just you're growing accustomed to the dread of this land, this suddenly just hits you like a ton of bricks. They're like, oh my god, this is actually what like normalcy is. Yeah, there's people about on the street. There's a lot of people. You see, Rika, just from where you are, you see about like, I'm gonna say, just on this bit of town, about 4 guards walking around. Yeah, it seems to be. It seems to be a lively town. It seems to be a lively town. So yeah.
So,
Well, this looks marginally better.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if they have bacon.
In first and supplies later.
Yeah, I'd say. I think we're
Bacon.
all hungry. And I mean, Ismark is still, like, you know.
That's
Yeah.
why maybe supplies first. Maybe they have healing potions. I hope they have healing potions.
Ah, yeah, they might have. And at that point, I'll grab like Ismark by the shoulder, and I'll say like, Ismark, have you ever tried bacon? And I'll start like
That hurts.
it really doesn't. I'm very.
It really doesn't gaslight.
I'm not that strong. Come on.
No, just because you
Suck
put
it up,
like
dude.
I was literally imagining putting your hand where the wound is.
Yeah. Exactly. But
Jeez.
but Vrana, being the social adept that he is,
Of course.
I guess that he'll interpret it as like, no, I'm not that strong. Come on, didn't
Kicking him
hurt
in the
you.
guts. This doesn't
No,
hurt. What do you mean?
it didn't hurt you. Come on.
Just fuck it off.
Right, you walk, and as you arrive here, you look south, and you notice that this is a large stockyard with several locked sheds along its periphery and lying adjacent to a roomy warehouse. A wooden sign above the front gate reads Arsec Stockyard. Parked at the south end of the stockyard is a sturdy carnival wagon, its colourful paint peeling off, which sticks out like a sore thumb in this place. Faded lettering on its side spells out the word Rictavio's Carnival of Wonders. A heavy padlock secures the back door. You can make a note, Odi, that is area N5. Just so you guys know.
Yeah, we need to check that out at some point.
Are you continuing to walk towards what you assume might be the inn?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yep. You continue to walk. And as you get here, you notice that, well, you kind of look over and you do notice that here, in this area, there seems to be a big commotion, big kind of movement. From the display, from the display, from the movement and everything, you can kind of tell that this might be the town square, the main town square. And I will let you know that the direction you were told to go was to follow this big road towards, you'd find the inn if you went that way. But it is up to you whether you want to do that or take a detour or whatever it might be that you want to do.
Rika's distracted by the commotion and immediately starts walking towards the town square.
Yeah, we can go through the town square. It's fine. Yeah,
All right.
Maybe they have food stalls.
just to check out what's going on.
Righty. Okay. As you do that, you walk in and you see that the shops and homes that enclose the town square are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks, locked in which are several men, women, and children wearing crude plaster donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a grey statue of an impressive man facing west. All around the square, like posted on top of each other, are proclamations. Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendance and children required. Pikes will be provided. In capital letters underneath, saying, all will be well. Signed, the Baron.
Okay, what's up with the people with donkey heads? Like,
Maybe they perform badly at the jamboree. If you don't kill at least 5 wolves, you get the donkey head. Or something like that.
or if you refuse to go.
Who knows?
Maybe. But yeah, it feels like some sort of public humiliation. So.
Yeah.
Eureka's gonna walk up to the closest corner she sees that doesn't look like they're gonna be super untrustworthy.
Roll me an insight check.
That is a 18.
It's a what, sorry?
18. Sorry, I had to do math.
No worries. You can also make a note that N8 is the town square. Yeah, you walk up to this kind of middle-aged looking woman, hair tied up in a bun, but like some strands kind of coming off, and heavy dark circles under her eyes. And she goes, and yeah, what do you do?
So how does this festival work exactly? I've never been here. I've never seen this.
You mean the jamboree?
Yes.
The jamboree happened last week. Come to the town square, get pikes, go out, kill wolves. Put wolf heads on the pikes. But that is old news. That doesn't matter. That just been. That was the new festival's the one we need to worry about.
So what's this one then?
Oh, we don't know yet. The Baron hasn't announced it.
But if he hasn't announced, why are there? What What's with the people and the...
Oh, the malicious unhappiness folk.
The what now?
Malicious unhappiness. They spread negative um, opinions about the festival of the blazing sun. We can't have that. That means they might be agents of the devil.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god! It's a We Happy Few
Yeah.
town.
If you've ever seen Hot Fuzz.
That sounds lovely. I'm sure the town works well that way.
Yes, it does.
At the same time, I'm casting message towards one of the people in the donkey mask.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Oh man. Oh no.
What do you say?
And I'll be asking, why are you in a donkey mask inside a cage? What's going on? Sorry, I'm new here. This is your god speaking.
Deception check.
Oh no, here we go again.
Roll a what? Sorry?
A deception check.
I don't know why.
I mean, I guess with advantage because it's a spell against commoners. So
Yeah, that's a 19.
a 19.
This is your god speaking, sorry. Yeah.
As you, the message you get back is that of the voice of a man, that says, if you are my god, can you bring me food and clothes and warmth?
Fucking god.
Imagine
Oh,
if
you
I
thought-
heard that.
You thought fucking Vallaki was going to be a nice place? Grow up.
Yeah, I'll cast message
Everything seems
again.
nice on the outside, guys.
I'll cast message again, and I'll say, I'll do what I can. I'll try to send someone. What else can you tell me?
What else can they tell you?
What got you into this situation?
We spoke ill of the festival of the blazing sun. And we were put here to encourage the ridicule.
Are you forced to seem happy?
Are you forced to seem happy? The Baron wants us happy.
I'll do what I can to help.
The last thing you hear is, maybe it is true. Maybe all will be well.
Oh my god. I'm
I'll-
sorry, I got a
I'll-
lockdown flashback. All will be well.
I'll cast
The greater
message.
good.
Do I see like any food vendor or something along those lines?
Yeah, there's like regular shops here.
Yeah. Okay. I'll message from a distance one of the food vendors. And I'll say, Hello. Sorry.
It's your god speaking.
Hello, this is God. Hello, God speaking. This is the morning, Lord. And in this fine morning, I'd have all of the food vendors give food to the poor people on the donkey heads. That is what would make Vallaki the happiest.
Imagine if one of these days you invoke the wrong god.
Yeah. No, I'm just like imagining like the speed dial. Hey, it's God who this. Yeah, absolutely. This one they will turn against us, but up until then,
Roll me a persuasion check.
it's a natural one.
Oh no.
This is gonna turn against us, but not today. 5 seconds later.
Oh,
For a total of
jinxed it.
For a total of is it what is it?
persuasion.
Persuasion. For a total of 6.
This fruit vendor, a strong, tall man, wearing kind of like an apron, pale face, and kind of like shaved head and a full beard. You hear it back saying, "My lord, do you know that aiding the prisoners would have me be exiled from Vallaki? Isek would have my head."
A sec.
We're all learning shit.
Yeah. ASIC is bad guy.
Those are
That's-
your full notes for the
Is
night.
the full note. Is the full note. Malicious and happiness. ASIC is bad guy.
As you are having this this kind of like these conversations happening, from the northern end of the town square comes an individual flanked by 2 town guards. This individual is, there we go, I don't know how else to describe it other than a behemoth of a man. We are talking, this individual is about 7.5 feet tall.
Ooh.
So that is well over 2 meters. Really kind of wide chest, broad as a door, essentially. Shaved head, wearing this set of leather armor with these like these pelts all around him. He's got this very stern kind of face. And he has his arms under his arms are under the cloak, so the cloak, he's got like a cloak that kind of closes around him, and he walks, and as he walks in, everyone's passive insight, you just see that everyone just kind of like takes a step back, to let this man through. And he turns to the guards and says, "Tear it down. Put the others up." The guards go around and start tearing all of the proclamations about the Wolf's Head Jamboree, and in this kind of like almost in the same motion, then just kind of splatter these other proclamations and announcements on top. So like there's like teared up bits of proclamation on top of proclamation on top of proclamation. Like the corners are like this thick, whilst the center where the most of the stuff gets torn, it's like really thin. After a while, this individual kind of takes to the center of the square. One of the guards comes over and opens up one of the proclamations in front of him, and he reads in this booming voice, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine. All will be well," and the whole square just goes in unison, "All will be well." Proclamation gets rolled up. This individual and the guards leave. There is a moment of kind of stasis, and suddenly the town goes back as if nothing had just occurred.
I'll just ask the same guy via message. The big guy, Essex?
You asking the fruit vendor, I'm assuming?
Yeah, the fruit vendor.
And she said, "Oh, yes, of course."
Just know that the official opinion of your god is that Essex is a bitch.
Last thing you hear is, "The Morning Lord says Issek's a dog."
Yeah.
And I mean, that seems like a good point as any to end the session. Cool. That's it. Great. Welcome to Vallaki. You'll hate it here.
I'm
thank
starting
you.
a mutiny.
Yeah, thank you
I love how
very
lazy
much.
people get put into a donkey head. Meanwhile, Keith is right there being like, shit.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, for staying with us. It's a bit of a late one, but yeah, it's just to get through some stuff. Thank you very much. We will see you again, not this Thursday, next Thursday. We will be streaming at 7 by then to see what else we get into in the wonderful, wonderful town of Vallaki. Thank you. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, people.